I'm Valerie Peterson with United Way of Lake County in Gurnee, Illinois, and we created the Page It Forward campaign. We called it Lake County's biggest book drive, and we ran a summer-long campaign to get books to give to children in our communities that are in low-income areas. We found a startling statistic that 76% of incoming kindergartners in some areas had no knowledge of books. They didn't even know how to orient a book, how to read the words on a page or make sense of it. So we took some action and we created this Page It Forward book drive. We created a series of events throughout the summer at corporate collection sites, and we had community collection sites, and tried to collect 100,000 books this past summer. Tools that were really helpful throughout this process included things like text to give. People could text the word page to a short code, and $10 or 4 books is the equivalent would go towards our goal. And it was really helpful to use that because it was printed on all of our Page It Forward materials that we would hand out at parks and to employees at corporations so that they could help immediately in their own way. It was a traditional book drive, but it had a contemporary twist because we did have the ways like text to give and other social media platforms for people to participate in their own unique way. So texting was super important at the events as a specific call to action. We also had personal fundraising, and that was hugely successful for us, and it was pretty new, but we identified champions in a couple different campaigns. We called one Catch the Truck, and we had our VP of Communications be our champion, and she said, I want to collect as much money as I can in 24 hours as our collection truck does in books. So she issued the challenge and emailed all of her personal contacts, and United Way helped to spread the word on United Way's Facebook page, and it just went viral and did really, really well. There was a sense of urgency because, yeah, we're just collecting books, but when you give someone a tight deadline and say, I need you now, it was really successful. We continued to move forward with that, and we identified 4 champions and made a new theme called like a virtual 10K, and it was more like a race, like passing the baton on. We had one champion start, had 24 hours to meet their goal before they passed the baton to the next fundraiser. So their goal was 10K or $10,000, and they ended up raising $13,000, which was incredible to us in just 4 24-hour periods. So another great way for people to help without having to physically donate the books or be there and be beyond Lake County. And then finally, Facebook was a huge tool for us. Any media coverage we got, we would spread the word, and people would learn about the cause and want to support it. They'd make a donation, they'd bring books to a drive, they'd repost it on their own page. And we even secured some sponsors in the area that said for every like our page receives, we'll donate a book. So of course those corporations are going to put it on their own page because it shows they're doing good in the community, and it does good for them, it does good for us. So we get a ton more supporters and recognition and awareness that way by spreading the word.